National Investigation Agency, in yet another blow to the Khalistani ecosystem outside of the country, has decided to confiscate the properties belonging to Seek for Justice's chief, Gurpatwant Singh Pannun. A notice has been put out outside his Sector 15C Chandigarh residence and also the agricultural property that he owned near Amritsar. Both these properties will now be confiscated by NIA. Gurpatwant Singh Pannun is already being probed by the National Investigation Agency in an FIR of 2020 in which he has been accused of waging war against India. There are various sections of Unlawful Activities Prevention Act against him. There is also an allegation against him that from outside the country he is funding terror, conspiring to carry out terror activities against India. Now, very recently at a Gurudwara in Surrey in Canada, Gurpatwant Singh Pannun was videographed calling for balkanization of India. This was not the first time that the Khalistani ideologue was making such a prophecy, making such a statement. He's been repeatedly provoking violence against India, calling for disintegration of India, calling for a separate Khalistani land. The government, the National Investigation Agency, the agencies are very clear that they are not going to turn a blind eye to these kinds of statements any longer. There are other cases also in which NIA has asked for public to come out and help them. Cases where in San Francisco the Indian consulate was attacked, cases where the Indian High Commission in London was attacked. Public notices have been put up with pictures from videographs of CCTV footage whereby NIA has asked public to come out and give them information about who these people were. If they had properties in Punjab, if they had properties in Haryana or other parts of the country, Indian agencies would act to confiscate them. So they are walking the talk after taking the nod of the Mohali court. The action is being taken against Gurpatwant Singh Pannun. Already these properties were attached, which means that he could not sell them or utilize the proceeds from these properties. Now they are being confiscated by the government. There have been notices put up outside his Chandigarh Sector 15C residence and also the land, the agricultural land outside Amritsar, on the outskirts of Amritsar that he owns. Now Canadian establishment has not really cooperated with India. That's the charge that India has made. As far as these Khalistani elements are concerned, we know the diplomatic row that is ongoing between India and Canada on Hardeep Singh Nijjar's issue, where Canada has accused India of having a role to play or having a hand in his killing. So India has decided to take matters in its own hands now. It is no longer depending on Canadian authorities to act against these Khalistani elements based in Canada. They've decided to hit where it hurts the most. If you do not allow these originally Punjabis who have now migrated and taken up Canadian citizenship but still have family, friend, property here in India, Indian government has decided to act as far as those properties are concerned to make them pay financially for the kind of diatribe against India that they are pouring out. We'll have to wait and see how Pannun reacts to this. Like I said, he's been constantly speaking out on social media platforms against India. And now that Indian agency, National Investigation Agency, has decided to take this action against him, denying him his ancestral land in Amritsar, denying him his house in Chandigarh. This is a clear message from India that you cannot speak against India, wage war against India, try to destabilize India or carry out terror conspiracy in India and believe that your life will not be affected. So very strong message coming in from Indian government via this action by the NIA.